Okay, it's the 10th of July and it's a Thursday and we have just over 20 minutes to the NY Open. Just go to the charts in a second. Yeah, hope sound is good. All right. Let's start with the calendar. So today, 8:30 a.m. EST, there is unemployment claims. It's not an important news event, but because it's a red folder news event on Forex Factory, we're going to wait for 8:30 before we look for any setups. So we have plenty of time, right? We have about 45, about 50 minutes, over 50 minutes for analysis. So that's a plenty. So that's a lot of time. Yeah, just a second. Okay, right. Let's take a look at the weekly. We're pushing up. We came to the green area. We didn't come as deep as I was expecting price to come. I was expecting to come to 3265 before the push up happened, but it pushed up from 3289, right? These levels here are weekly SR levels. They're basically on the daily time frame. If there are uh, at least two touches or more at a certain price level, I draw a horizontal line at it. Two touches or more, right? Three, the better. If there is more, the better, right? So three lines are better, but if there is two lines or more, then I do draw a horizontal line there. And these lines I've had for probably a couple of years now, right? And they remain the same. They don't change. So price came to 3289. I think I drew 3289 maybe, I don't know, probably this is on the weekly. So based on the daily, I would have drawn 3289 and possibly here, somewhere here, I think. Yeah, probably somewhere here. April, around April 24th. And we are now on the 10th of July, right? So the lines are valid. They're valid all throughout the year and maybe even for a couple of years, 2, 3 years, probably 5 years. The lines haven't changed. So price is reacting. The weekly candle, let's go back to the weekly. We are reacting of 3289. Price is pushing up from 3289. This green level, we've had this for several weeks, maybe probably 3 weeks or more. I said price is going to come there and reverse. Price did come there and we started to push up. Then this weekly candle pulled back into that green level to 3289. It's respected the previous low, weekly candle low, and it's trying to push back up. We could be coming to 3,350, 3,367, and then eventually 3,400. That's the move up, right? It's about 770 pips away. Let's look at the daily. So daily we've come, there's a clear rejection of 3289 and 3,300. Price created daily support there. Also a demand level may form for if this candle closes bullish, then we'll have a new demand level here. So there's a demand here, and there'll be a new demand here. But this candle has the current daily candle has no bottom wick, so it's very likely price will pull back, right? If it's to continue higher, it'll probably pull back and then push up, create a bottom wick and then push up, right? Let's go to our trading chart. Right, so before we draw the zones, I always do a recap. I had posted the trade that I had taken. I think it was about maybe about 30 minutes after the stream ended, there was a trade, or probably about 15 minutes after the stream ended. I think there was a trade. I think they ended the stream here on this candle, and this candle dipped in to my entry, and we got a trade. I did share the trade. I'll explain it again here. I said I had given out the idea, the buy idea. I said buys from down here, or buys if we for price to push up here, right? I said we're coming to the liquidity candle once we rejected the London low, which is this was the London low. Once we rejected the London low here, and this is the Asian low. Once we closed above the Asian low and formed 30 minutes support, I said price is very likely going to come up here, right? About 150, 160 pip move. This candle closed bullish. This candle broke the previous high and closed bullish. I drew my fib from the high of this candle to the low of this candle. Sorry, not this one. The next one. I waited for this candle to close, and then once this candle broke the high, yeah, I'd first drawn the fib there, but then I pushed the fib forward because we had another candle that broke a previous high, and there, roughly. Yeah, that was the fib. From this candle broke the previous high, this candle closed bullish, broke this high. So because since this candle broke this high, I drew the fib, waited, took a pending order here at 3295 and then 3293, and we pushed all the way up. I got out here, I took partial positions here, and I think I took out everything here at these highs here, about 140, 150 pips, about 150 pips. This trade ran about 175 pips. Yeah, at these highs I got out. Just at the round number under those highs, I think 3310 or 339, 3309 maybe, or 3310, I can't remember. Probably 3309. Yeah, probably 3309, somewhere there. Yeah, that's where I got out. That's where I got out. That was about 160, and this trade was about 140, roughly 140, 140 and 160 pips. So stop loss was under that candle there. You can see at the end it's a fib end, and it's also the stop loss under this candle low. So on the first trade, stop loss was about 40 pips, 42, 43 pips, and on the second trade about 22, 23 pips. And it ran about 160 and then 140 pips respectively. All right, so let's get rid of all of this and start the zones again. Right. We've been moving NY session. Last 3 days we've had volume around just probably about an hour and a half. Just one second. I want to see if the sound is good. Just give me a second. Yeah, I think the sound is better now. I think so. Yeah, I think we're good. I'll have to see after the 3 months. If it's the audio is streaming properly. All right. Um, where was I? Right. So let's start with supply. There was a 1 hour zone here. The prices come tapped above that zone. Let me get rid of that. Get rid of this as well. Get rid of all of that. We'll bring this down here to this open 962. Yeah. Okay, so this is our 4-hour supply zone where price has just tapped it. Right? We're very likely to get a reaction here. That's a large zone. Um, it's a drop. All of those are basin candles, and then that's a clean drop, and then price came back, created another supply here. There is a 1-hour supply here. That's the source. Price came into it, created 4-hour supply. That's the first reaction, and dropped. Price came back in, created, came back the second time. That's the second reaction, created 4-hour supply again, and dropped. Right? We're very likely going to get a move from here. Possible pullback from here down. We'll have to wait for news though. Just a second. Yeah. Yeah, that's an area there's a clean drop there. We should get a 4-hour high liquidity zone because this 4-hour zone took out this demand. We should get a reaction here further up and then get a reaction to come down. Okay, let's look at demand. There's a demand zone right here, rally, base, rally. Right, start with that. I'm just having a cough, really bad cough. Okay, that's a demand zone right there. Let's take a look at it on the 1 hour. Yeah, it seems fine on the 1 hour. I think keep it on the 4. Uh, what did I spot here? No, that's fine. So this is open as 218 and 218, 485. 218, 485. There's a demand zone down here as well. Rally base rally. Look at the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, we're gonna bring it there. It's better. Look at the 30-minute time frame. Yeah, that's better. Yeah. Rally, these are basin candles, and that's the leg out, this one right here. So this open 245, 246, 246, 640, 246, 640. And then, since price has crossed a psychological round number here or a big round number, we have to go down to the lower time frame to look for the zone. There is a zone right here, rally, a single basin candle, and a rally. Let's take a look at that on the 30-minute. Yeah, that's good on the 30-minute. Zero double 192. Yeah. Something wrong with the sound today. I know that. Anyway. All right. So we have 4-hour supply here. It's a high liquidity zone. We're already coming down to this demand. We should go through. But I want to pull back to take the cells down. And then we have 4-hour demand there, 4-hour demand there, and 1-hour demand here. Okay. It's 288 pips. Let's extend this also to the right. Okay, that covers about 400 pips to the downside. Yeah, we'll just extend this as well. Just 1 second. Okay. Right. So we have 3 new demand zones here. There's a 2 4-hour demand zones and there's a 1-hour demand zone here. Where is this open? 89.43. Is this 89.43? So open is 89.43. Yeah. Okay. So we have 3 new demand zones here. We have readjusted a supply zone here. Going to take a look at the liquidity candles in this area once more. Yeah, price has tapped it. Yeah, we can extend this to the right, in fact. Yeah, price has tapped it. Yeah, we've tapped it already. That's why price is reacting to it, because it's tapped the liquidity candle and it's pushing down. Right. Let's see if these new zones, new demand zones, these are already marked. These demand zones are higher liquidity zones. So we have to see if they've taken out opposing supply on the way up. This moved up. Did it take out this? Yes, it did. This high here, 29.88, and this high is that, yeah, we've taken out. So this is a high liquidity zone. Yeah. This one down here, has it taken out anything to the left? Not really. It hasn't taken out anything. Take a look at the 30-minute time frame, maybe. Yeah, it has. There is a rally and a drop here, so there is some sort of supply there. There's also a rally, a base, 2 basin candles, and a drop here. That's the high, and this move up has taken out that high. Yeah, we're coming down. We're coming down before news. We're coming down. This could be a liquidity grab to push further up. We'll have to wait and see. Not taking any trades until news. There is plenty of time. There's about 35 minutes more for news. Okay, let's take a look at this zone below. Yeah, it's taken out this rally, base rally, this demand zone, 1-hour demand zone has taken out this supply here, rally, base, drop. This push up here has taken out that high, this move up. So this too is a high liquidity zone, right? Perfect. extend this to the right. Okay, now we're going to see if you have a high liquidity candle in these zones, in each of these zones, right? There is a high liquidity candle here, that's why price has tapped it. We've tapped it 3 times, 1, 2, 3 times, and we're pushing down. Perfect. This is a perfect pre-NY trade, in fact. 30-minute resistance form, tapped. This candle broke the low. You can draw the fib and take the trade, and perfect pull down. But I don't trade the pre-NY session. All right, let's take a look at this on the 1 hour time frame. We're looking for the largest bullish candle. There is this. That's 99, 77. That's 75. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. 74, 68, 80. Start here. Let's go to the 15-minute time frame. 59. Yeah, this one right here, that's a candle. Let's take a look at the 5-minute as well. 1 second. Let's take a look at the 5-minute as well. Yeah, 15 is good. We could break this and come further down. Very possible. Price has tapped once, gone deep, broken it, come second time, gone up, come third time, gone up fourth time, gone up fifth time. This is the fifth time. We could easily break this and push further down. 247, 648. Yeah, it's good. Just give me a second. All right. Let's take a look at the let's take a look at this zone and look for a high liquidity candle in here, right? Looking left, this is the largest candle. That's a 125 pip candle. There is also this smaller. Let's start here. It's a good place to start. Let's go to the 30-minute. 110. Basically looking left inside the zone or left, exactly left of the zone. So what's this? 110. What is this? 16. Let's look at the 15-minute. 56. Yeah. Possibly this one right here. Let's take a look at the 5-minute quickly. Yeah, I'm going to keep it as this one. There's a lot of noise there because price was after the initial push up, then it was very slow. It did push up, continue up, but it was very slow. You can see how small these 15-minute candles are and how many of these candles are there, price to push up. This is the Asian session today. Let's go with this candle. 247681, 247681. Right, and then the zone below. Again, let's start at the 1 hour. This candle is obvious. 132 pips. Start with that. Go down to the 30. It's still the same candle. Let's look at the 15. Yeah, it's that candle. Let's also look at the 5. $57. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the 5-minute here. Yeah, 5-minute is better. Let's go with this. The BRN runs right in the center of it. That's fine. 344,780. 344,780. Okay. Any questions on anything I've done so far? You can always send a message in the chat, in the YouTube chat, and I will do my best to answer. All right, so we still have time. This is the NY Open, 5 minutes from the NY Open. We still have about 24 minutes to news. Price is reacting off this liquidity candle and pushing down. It's come deeper into this. Price has come here. I think this is the 6th time price is coming. It's very likely going to go through this candle. We're going to come further down. This is the first. This is when it was created. This is the first visit. It came deep, broke it. Second, third, fourth, fifth time. We're going to break it and go through. Possibly come lower here. Yeah, this liquidity candle should be good. All right, done. I want to take a look at this supply zone again. Let's take a look at this supply zone, the liquidity candle here. It's the NFP candle last Thursday. It's a 5-minute. It was based on the 1-minute, I believe. Yeah, it's on the 1 minute. That's fine. That candle is perfect. 1 minute. Done. Okay, that's a reaction. We're getting the reaction and a huge push down already. 120 pip, almost 120 pip push down. All right, done. These are the demand zones. Price is already deep inside one. We're very likely going to break this, come down further down to this. We are reacting here. Now, on the high time frame, we're bullish. So what I said was, this daily candle has no bottom wick. We're very likely going to create a bottom wick and continue to push up, because on the daily and the weekly is also pushing up from 3289. I was anticipating for it to push up from 3265, but it didn't. It started to push up from 3289. That's fine. That's also inside this green rectangle that I've drawn. We've had this for about 3 or 4 weeks now. On the daily, we've created support. We're pushing up. This candle has no bottom wick, so I'm anticipating price to come down, create a bottom wick, and then push up, right? The low of the daily candle is 3313.5. Right, it's 3313.5. Is it that? No. This one right here, I think. Yeah, this one right here. This is the candle. So very likely, once you break this, we're coming down here. When we come down here, we would have created a new lower, a new low on the daily, right? Once we break this and we come further down, this is the daily low. We would have broken it, created a new low. So then I'm anticipating a push up to continue the high time frame, weekly, daily. Let's see what the 4-hour is doing. Yeah, even the 4-hour is pushing up. Even so weekly, daily, 4-hour, three time frames are pushing up, and that's the trade I would like to take, the buys. Like to take the buys. Right, let's quickly go to the 15-minute time frame and see what price has done in the Asian and London sessions. That's the market open. The market opened at around 3314.6, 3314.5, right? Okay. Okay. This low is 575, 634. What's going on? 034. 992. Hmm. Okay. So that's the Asian low. Asian high, we moved up about 100 pips, not much. And the London session also, we moved up about 100 pips, 100 pips in each session. So not much of movement. We've just moved about 165, 168 pips today. So price hasn't done a lot. If you look at the daily candle, we have a move. We have probably a lot of, possibly have some volume left for the day because we've done just about 165 pips. And the average daily range is about 460, 450, 460 pips the last 3 days. Okay, let's take a closer look at what price did. Now, I've taken buys here. Price came up. The second half, this was the first half of the NY session. Second half also, we were bullish, but price was slowing down. And then it was still bullish though. So we did create a liquidity candle here, tapped it at the end of the trading day, and then price pushed up as the market opened. We gapped a little bit, probably about 10 pips, I think. Yeah, 9, 10 pips, and pushed up, right? It came down, created the Asian low. One second. Why did it stop here? That's fine. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. So we came down, created the Asian low, pushed up. On the way up, created a one more liquidity candle, pushed up, we created the Asian high, pushed down through the liquidity candle very slowly, came back to the Asian low, created 30-minute support. This is the Asian session trade, 30-minute support, and price pushed back to the Asian high. It was a nice trade to take. When we create support at the liquidity candle, if you create 30-minute support, it's a great trade to take. Pushed up. Could be getting a reaction here. Could be getting a reaction to push up here. We'll have to see. We'll come back to that in a bit. Price came back to the Asian high. We rejected the Asian high. Came back to the liquidity candle here. Formed 30. This is the London. Then we created the London low. Formed 30-minute support, and pushed up again to the liquidity candle here. Right. Past we closed above the Asian high and came to the liquidity candle, formed the London high, formed 30-minute resistance, pushed straight down, back to the liquidity candle, pushed back up. We rejected the London high in pre-NY. This is pre-NY. We rejected the London high, 30-minute resistance formed, came straight down to the liquidity candle. This is 107 pip candle down. We rejected the London high. We come down to the London low already. If we close, we've broken the previous low. We could be pushing down. We could be pushing down. What I would like to take is I would like to take a sell when price pulls back. So here's what I'm going to do. We got 15 minutes for news. This high we tapped it. This resistance is formed inside the pre-NY session. Yeah. I'd like to get up here. Further up here, sells are better to come down. Further up here. We rejected the London high. We've closed at the London low. The next candle has broken the previous candle low. Anticipating price to come. This is the 5th time price has come to this liquidity candle. I'm anticipating price to go through this liquidity candle and come to the next one. So we could get a move down. Easy 100 pip, 120 pip, or even 130 pip move down if we get an entry up here. All right, let's put the numbers on this. 026, and this low is 833. 026. Just a second. So 325.28. Yeah, there's a zone there. Rally base drop, 30-minute supply. Tap the liquidity candle. For a second time, we rejected the London high. 30-minute resistance formed. Candle broke the previous low, came down. Next candle broke the previous low. Yeah, I'm not going to take sells here. I want sells up here on the pullback. Uh, so go to the 5-minute time frame. Yeah, possibly here. What's this close? 572. Still got about 11.5 minutes for news. 783. Yeah, so here's what I want to do. This is the London high. We've rejected the London high in the pre-NY session. We've tapped the liquidity candle. 30-minute resistance has formed here with this candle. This candle has also broken the previous candle low, pushed straight down to the London low, closed at the London low, and broken the London low as well. This candle has already broken this low. I don't want to take a sell here. I don't want to take a sell here, but wait for the candle to close. Yeah, I want to take a sell up here. Further up, the better. Stop loss here. So 50, 60 pip stop loss, maybe about less than 50 pips. If you get up here, about 40, 45 pips. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna place pending orders. I'm anticipating price to push down here. I'm gonna place a pending order here, one here, one here, and one here. Let's see. Seems like we're going to break this. Not sure if we're going to have a pullback. I think the next candle might open and just fall straight through. I would like a pullback, but it might just, it's very possible. Still have about 9 minutes for the candle to close. Yeah, we're coming down already. I think the next candle is going to open, the news candle is going to open and just push straight down without a pullback. But I want to take sells here, and then later on, maybe after the 4-hour candle closes, which is a long time from now, probably an hour. There's an hour, almost 1 hour 40 minutes for the 4-hour candle to close. You have to see where price is going to come to if you're going to later on get buys going back up. We'll have to see. But for now, it's sells. I want to take sells to come down. The better trade would be buys because that's um, the weekly, daily, 4 is all bullish. But there's a session trade here that price could push down even to, this is all nice. Yeah, we could come to 3308. Yeah, a good 150, 160 pip move down. Let's see. I will wait for news. I'm waiting for price to pull back. I've placed pending orders. Let's see. Stop loss above here. I'm going to put a red line there. Now, let's see where this candle is going to close. If it closes, yeah, if it closes weak, if it closes a weak bearish candle, then the next candle will just open and probably just push straight down. If it closes below, then we might have a pullback. If it closes below the London low. But if you close with a big wick, the next one could just, because that's a range to trade, right? If there's a big wick here, if it closes a bearish candle, if it closes a bearish candle with a big wick, the next candle can just open and go straight down because it has a range. It's created a range for the next candle to trade into. Yeah. Let me know if the sound is good, if it's clear, if my voice is clear. So I think there's an issue with the audio, I think. Yeah, I'm waiting for. Hmm. 5 minutes for news. What numbers are they expecting? Expecting very similar to the previous. So if you get good numbers, price should continue down. 4 minutes. I think we're going to have a big wick and the next candle is going to open and then push straight down. I don't think we're going to have a pullback. That is why I want to see. Yeah, this high 913 and this low 799. 799. Okay. If you can get above this, great. And come here, fantastic. That's the trade I want to take. Sells from here. Sells from here. 33.27.25 or 33.27 or 33.28, 33.28 or 33.27.75, 33.27.25, that area. Anything above 33.26, anything above 33.26 would be great. It's a lot of profit potential. To come to the end of this, that's 95 pips. And if we head down here, that's 135 pips. What we also got to do is got to mark the low. What is the low? This is the low. 1352. This is the current daily low. If we come down, we're going to break that. We're heading further down. So if you do get an entry here, price is very likely going to break this low. So you can have your TP there. You can have partial TPs here and then further down here. Probably around 3309, 3308. But you can take partial TPs here around 3314. Let's see, a minute and a half. See how the 30-minute candle is closing. We're trying to close bullish, are we? We're closing bullish. We're rejecting the London low. Ooh. Trying to close bullish, rejecting the London low. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just going to still keep my pending orders here because that's a strong bearish move down. I'm anticipating a reaction here. Price to push down if we get up there. If we get up here. Mm-hmm. 20 seconds news. Let's see if you get a reaction, if there is any volume with this news event. Usually there isn't much volume with these news events. This is not an important news event. But because of this big bearish move down, 106 pip candle, we could have volume. Are we going to push down? We open with no bottom wick. I think we're going to push down. Yeah. I don't think we're going to pull back. We'll push straight down. What numbers do we get? I think we're going to push down. Yeah. This is what I was afraid of. The price is not going to come up. Push straight down. Yeah, it's good numbers. It's good numbers. They were expecting 236. It's 227. Almost 10,000 difference. It's good numbers. So we should continue down. It's not going to come up. This is what I was. Yeah, it's coming down. I was hoping it'll come up, but I was anticipating this. This candle left a wick to fill. The next one is filling the wick, coming down. It's not going to come up. Yeah, once you break the low, we're coming straight down. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to chase price. I don't chase price. No pullback, no retracement, no trade for me. But for those who are breakout traders, then you can trade the breakout. That's absolutely fine. You can trade the breakout. There are traders who trade the breakout. When this candle breaks the low, they take a trade, put the stop loss above that candle high, because if it breaks the low, then it shouldn't come back and break the high as well, right? Makes sense. But I don't trade that way. I'm not a breakout trader. If there is no retracement to the way I draw this fib, there is no retracement, then there is no trade for me, even if the direction is right. And that happens very often. This week, this week we've had 3 consecutive winning days. Average in 4 RR. I've started posting the setup that I share or the trade that I take, and the result soon after that on Instagram and on X, on IG and X. So you can have a look at that. Why I took the setup. It's the exact same explanation that I give out during the live streams. It's the exact same explanation. I'll show you guys one. Yeah, so this was yesterday's trade. This was yesterday's trade, right? Price rejected the London low with this wick here. This was the London low. And M30 support formed above the Asian low. This is the Asian low right here, from here to here. That's the Asian low marked. 30-minute support form. M30 candle broke previous low. This candle broke the previous broke above M30 high. M30 candle broke above previous M30 high. This candle broke above this high. I had drawn the fib here, but price didn't pull back, and then the next candle broke the previous high again. So once the next candle broke the previous high, then you don't need to, you can move your fib up because it's from the highest high to the low of those two candles, right? To the lowest low of those two candles. And price did come, entry here on this wick, and price pushed up 3307. I got out to 3307 and then 3309. I took out here, these are partial positions. And then I took out everything. That was about a 5 RR trade. And I keep posting these. Uh, whenever I take a trade, I've started posting them. But then the next day I come back during the streams and do the recap as well. So it's the same thing, but it's good to see it soon after the trade happened. For those who want to learn, it's good to see it soon after the trade, plays out. It's good to see the reasons why I took the trade, right? And this was the previous day. This was the previous day. There was a liquidity candle. Touch and rejection of the liquidity candle. That's a liquidity candle. Price touched it. We rejected it, right? Third M30 resistance formed and price broke the previous candle low. M30 resistance formed. We broke the previous candle low. And I believe this is the Asian high. We're staying below the Asian high. So we're coming down. And then I drew the fib from this low to that high. And this candle came, pulled back, entry at optimal, and price went straight down. 3308, but it went further down. I took partial positions here. That was about a 4 RR trade. Let's see, we're coming up. "30 minutes support formed." Next candle has broken the high already. We have to wait for this candle to close. Anyway, I'm going to keep my pending orders here. If price pushes through, then we'll manage risk. But I'm going to keep my pending orders because I'm anticipating a push down to this London, to this low here, to this daily low. Let's see. I've got these pending orders placed. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I'm not going to take a trade here. Even if you get a reaction, I'm not going to take a trade here. I'm waiting up here. That's where supply is. I'm waiting up there. Yeah, I'm going to wait up here. If price decides to reject this area, 3323.5 and push down, that's fine. Doesn't matter. Up here is better. Lower risk, higher profit potential. All right, I'll be back in a couple of minutes. We've got pending orders placed here. Let's see what happens. All right, price is pushing up. It's formed support though from the London low. We're rejecting the London low. Yeah, we could push all the way up. We got to be careful with this trade. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to manage risk on this trade if price goes very deep. Can manage risk here around 3328. There's resistance there. Yeah, we're coming up further. We've got to be we've got to be careful with this one because it all depends on how this candle is going to close. This one, this 30-minute candle. It's got some time. It's got 17.5 minutes for the candle to close. It's got got some time. Ooh, we're pushing down. We're pushing down. Ooh, from here. Ooh. Ooh. I was worried about that. Spread is 5. Wow. We could push down from here. 33, 23, 56. Push all the way down. Because this candle broke this low. But it's too. Stop loss would be 55 pips though. It's okay. Let's wait for the 5-minute candle to close. See how the candle closes. Yeah, this is a strong bullish candle. This is the where's the markup? This is the open. Yeah, I think we're pushing up 40 pips. Should come here. Let's see. 15-minute candle is closing bullish. Forms support. The next one should break the high and continue. I've got the pending orders in place, but I might manage risk on this trade because what's happening now is price has come to the liquidity candle and the EMAs. I'm trying to push up. It's created support already. Trying to push up. I still believe price should come here below 33.13.5 to create a new daily low. That's the reason I'm having the pending orders in place there. 50-minute candle close bullish. Yeah, this one should create a bottom wick, break the high and continue higher. Still got the pending orders in place. These are the order levels coming up. 24.4. Yeah, we broke the high, going up. 24.9. We did tap this. Yeah, I'm going to take a sell here. Tap the optimal entry. Should have taken it here. Get rid of that. Taking a sell here, let's see. About 100 pips. 33.13. Yeah. Yeah, the next one could break the high and come further up. That's okay. I've taken very low risk. I'm taking. Let's see. It all depends on how this candle closes. This candle closes bullish, then the next one is very likely going to break the high and come further up. I've taken some orders here. Stop loss about hit this 50 pips above this candle high here. 913. Anticipating price to come down here. 33.13. see how the 4-hour candle is closing. Could close 1 hour, 7 minutes. There's a lot of time the 4-hour candle close. It could close either way. It could close bearish, go up and close bullish as well. And that is why I'm going to watch this trade to manage risk, because we've rejected the London low and we formed support. So you got to be careful. If this candle closes bullish, I'm going to manage risk on these trades. I'm not going to hold it right until price gets to 33.29. Yeah, if you continue to push up, I'm going to manage risk on these trades, on these buys. Because we've formed support. We've rejected the London low, formed support. So you got to be careful how this candle closes. We need a 15-minute bear candle to close below for price to continue down. After this candle closes, this is going to close a bullish candle. And then you need a 15-minute bear candle to close for price to continue down. Otherwise, you're pushing up. So you got to be careful. I'm going to watch for the candle close to see if it closes with no top wick or not. We're going to see where it closes. Those pending orders also getting triggered. That's fine. That was expected. Got to see where this candle is going to close though. 2 minutes more for the candle, 2.5 minutes for the 30-minute candle to close. Let's see where this candle closes. I think we're pushing up. We could be pushing up. We got to be careful. 30-minute candle is closing bullish. The next one could break the high and close and push further up. We'll have to see how this candle is going to close. Got another almost 2 minutes left for the candle to close. Let's see what happens. This is a pullback. We could be pushing up. Got to manage risk. Yeah, this could price could push up. We formed 30-minute support and a bull candle has closed. You could break the high, push up. Got to manage risk on this trade. Yeah, there we go. We're coming up. Hmm. Yeah, close here. It's got these orders. Let's see what happens. I closed the orders below. Price came up here, closed them. This is why I always um, layer my orders. I don't take them all in one place. It's between optimal and sniper so that I can close the ones below if price goes deep in. It's a good way to manage risk. This 15-minute candle needs to close bearish. This candle has to close bearish if price is to push down. Otherwise, the next candle is going to go up into trade into this range, break the high, go further up. This candle has to flip bearish and close bearish. Yeah, I don't like the fact that support formed rejecting the London low. I don't like that. could come here and then push up. $609, $799. I'm going to wait for this candle to close. Let's see how this 15-minute candle closes. Got about 11 minutes. Yeah, let's see how the candle closes. Depending on that, I'll decide whether I'm going to keep my trades or close them. I think we're pushing up. I think we're going to need to manage risk on this. Yeah, this I didn't like the fact that 30-minute support formed from the London low. Yeah, I don't like this. Close another position before price hits the stop loss. Final stop loss 30.26. Let's close another one. Always manage risk. Always manage risk. Yeah, about 40, 50 pips on average. Some closed at 20 pips, some closed at 55, 60 pips. So average in about 12, 40 pips. That's my usual average risk, about 40, 45 pips. Just going to watch for this candle close. This candle opened with no bottom wick. The 1-minute candle opened and pushed straight up. We're very bullish, in fact, right now. 30-minute support formed, 1-hour candle closed bullish, pushing up, but no bottom wick. Yeah, I'm gonna close these cells. I'm gonna close these cells. Don't like it. I've got one cell open, just one. 20 pip risk. That's fine. Let's put the stop loss at 33, 30, 26. Yeah, put the stop loss there. Just got one trade. Good risk management. Great risk management. Fantastic risk management. I don't like the prices from 30-minute support. Let's see. Let's see how this 15-minute candle closes. If we close bearish, yeah, we can and put the risk back on. But it needs to flip bearish and close strong bearish for price to push down. I've just got the one position left here. Just the one. Yeah, this 1 hour support is 1 hour support formed from the London low. Don't like it. Buys, in fact, should play out. Buys, if we come here. If we come here, I might take buys with a stop loss about 35, 40 pip stop loss under here. I might take buys for price to push up because we formed 30-minute support. This candle broke the high, anticipating price to come back up here. I'll take buys from here if we come down because we could be breaking this high and going further. Yeah, that's possible. Up to here. Yeah, it could be coming further up. We'll have to wait and see. Wait and see what's gonna happen. Just got one order there. Close to all my orders. Just got one pending. I mean, one active order here, which is running at about 25, 26 pips right now, which is nothing much. So anticipating price to push down here, 150 pips, but might not happen because we formed support here. Price broke the high, could pull back, and price could push further. Buys could work. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of all of this. I might take buys if you come down here. Let's go the 15-minute, 5-minute. 2152. About a 40 pip stop loss. Yeah, I'm going to close these cells. Rejected this level here, 33.29. Let's see, it should come down. It's just a 20 pip stop loss. It's okay. I'll hold it. Maybe I'll close it if you come here. Yeah, it's 60 pips. If you come here, I'll close it. Yeah, I'm gonna 15-minute closed bullish. If you break the high, I'm closing. What's this high? 944. Yeah, it's no point holding it. Once you break the high, I'm going to close. About 12, 13 pips. Rejecting. Rejecting. Tempting to take another sell here. The very tight stop loss, 10 pips, 15 pip stop loss. Yeah. If you respect this high, then we should come down. If you break the high, I'm closing everything. Very tight stop loss, 20 pips, 13 pips. That's the stop loss, 15-minute candle high. This candle shouldn't break this high. It should respect it and come down if price is to push down. But we could come down here, 50, 60 pips. That's a problem because 30-minute support formed here. We'll have to see. Took some sells here. Stop loss there. 33.29.44. Coming down. Got to watch this area here where support was formed. Got to watch this area. It's dropping now. It's dropped about 30, 33 pips. You got to watch this area. Could come here, 57, 60 pips, and then push back up. If the 15-minute candle closes bearish, I'm going to be here for maybe 5 minutes more. I've been here for a while now. If you close bearish, then I'll look to add some positions on the pullback to go down. If you close bearish, we're pushing down. Just got to watch this area because there's 30-minute support here. Need a 15-minute back candle close here. 15-minute back candle close at this support or below it. This 4-hour candle will need to flip bearish. We're respecting the previous 4-hour candle high. 30.34, 30.26. Yeah, if you respect this high and we close in the next 35 minutes, we close bearish around this support, the next one should pull back up and continue down. Just got to be careful of this. 30-minute support. Just got to be careful of this area under 33.22 because we rejected the London low, closed above, formed support, went all the way up, and we're rejecting the high and coming down. We rejected it once. This is when the London high was formed. This is the clear rejection. Price pushed down. This is the retest. This is the retest to continue down. Let's see if we can come down here. Let's take another couple of cells there to fill the wick. Yeah, I'm going to end the stream now. Anticipating price to push down. If price comes back up, breaks this high, I'm closing everything. Um, and I'm anticipating this candle to close bearish. Anticipating the 15-minute candle to close bearish. I said this about 30 minutes ago. If price is coming up, then a 15-minute back candle needs to close for price to continue down, right? I've taken the trades up here at the sniper level and at this optimal level. I'm anticipating price to close bearish. Right? Just take another entry there on the pullback. Anticipating to close bearish and the next one to break the low and continue down, right? That's the expectation. But if price pushes up, then I close everything, okay? Expecting price to come to these levels, 33.13, 33.09, and then possibly, let's see how far, if there is volume, if you can come to, yeah, 33.13. I would say 33.13, you would take out 70% of your position at 33.13, and then 33.09, 33.07 if there is room, if there is price, if price has volume to run to those levels, right? But 33.13 take out about 70%, then 33.09 and 33.07, right? All right, let's see. This candle needs to close bearish. This candle goes back and flips bullish. I close everything. That's it. I close everything. If this goes in the next 2 minutes and flips bullish, close everything. It needs to close strong bearish for price to create a top wick, the next candle, and to continue down, right? The 4-hour candle is going to close in 30 minutes. You've got to watch for that as well. Because once the 4-hour candle closes, there is going to be a pullback. So if the 4-hour candle closes bearish, I'll show it here. If it closes bearish, the next candle is going to pull back all the way up before it continues down. Okay. All right. That's the end of the stream. This has to close bearish. If it doesn't, if it come back up, closes above the Asian, it needs to close below the Asian low. If it closes above the Asian low, I'm going to manage risk. I'm going to close maybe 50% of my positions. All right. All right. So that's the trade idea. This is the sells that we planned out. This is the one that I've taken. I did manage risk on trades that I've taken below here. I added that risk back on. Since this candle is now trying to close bearish, I put that risk back on. These positions, I added some positions here. This is this is my stop loss, 2329.5, right? Or sorry, 3329.5 or 3330.5, 3329.5 or 3330.5, right? That's the stop loss level. Anticipating price to come down to 3313, 3313, and then 3309 if there is volume. All right. All right. That's it. Don't overtrade. Don't over risk. See you guys tomorrow, right? We'll come back tomorrow and see how this setup played out, how the trade played out, okay? So I've explained everything, the entries, why I took the entries, analysis, everything was explained, stop loss where it was, explained. Then I also managed risk when price went against me. Okay, so 15-minute candle closed bearish. Let's see, anticipating price to push down, okay? Anticipating price to continue down. Let's see what happens. All right. See you guys tomorrow, 7:30 a.m. EST. Take care.